Hey everybody. Welcome back to the show. So, I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time. Ever since this DCU was announced, I've been not a fan, really. I think there's too many reboots in comic book movies these days. You just got a new Batman, we're going to have another one, whatever James Gunn's wacky DCU ends up being. Just looking at this new Superman film, looks like it's going to be a freaking mess. I'm not surprised. It's actually kind of amusing to me, but I'm going to prove it here today in this video. So, when Gunn announced this DCU, he talked about how all these shows and games and whatnot are all going to be connected, which I think is a mistake. It's a huge mistake. If you know anything about the gaming community or industry, really, most movie game tie-ins are terrible because they're always constricted with what they can actually do as far as stories. It's like, oh, the people that are voicing the characters animation are going to be in the movies and live action. Sounds fascinating. Why is that your priority? And why is it also a priority to have all these damn characters in the Superman movie? So here's no proof right here. Superman set photo teases the villainous Maxwell Lord's place in new DCU. Instead of doing that in a JL film or some other movie, maybe like a Batman film or something, putting it in the Superman movie. And another article I found on here says that it's going to throw in these creature commanders or whatever the hell they are. There's who the frick are they? And two, why would you put them in the Superman movie? Not their own film, Superman movie. On top of Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Lantern, and tons of other characters that he's throwing in here that don't need to be in this film. Like, if you want to establish this Superman properly, all you need are the core characters. Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, the Kents, maybe a Bruce Wayne appearance. Maybe Kara, because she's his cousin. She's getting her own film apparently. Fine. But Maxwell Lord, I'm like, why? Why? Everything today is about the next cinematic universe instead of telling singular, complete stories. This is why people think that comic book films are losing their touch, because people don't tell single stories. Everything's got to be connected. You gotta have a bunch of cameos. Why don't you just tell a Superman story? I'll tell you this, back in the day with Chris Reeve, didn't have Keaton Batman showing up out of nowhere or Linda Carter Wonder Woman showing up in the middle of a film, in the middle of his film, so-called Superman. It would have been stupid. It would never work. This is why the previous DCU failed, because they went from Man of Steel to Dawn of Justice. It's barely a Batman film, definitely not a Superman movie. Then they throw in Doomsday, then they throw in Wonder Woman, they kill off Superman, and then they make JL. Superman's not even in the film. And it's like there's like 4 members of the freaking JL. I'm like, what the hell is this? Aqua Guy, Flash, none of these characters were established, by the way, which is the problem I'm getting to. Aqua Guy, Cyborg, not even on the Justice League. At least not the original team. Cyborg, he's not even on the JL. Cyborg is not even on the original Justice League team. Pretty sure he's on the Titans, but anyway, it's gonna be a mess. I don't really care what Gunn says at this point. Just this dude is used to doing team-based films like Suicide Squad or Guardians of the Galaxy. You don't really go from that to Superman. Let's look at this article here. Superman set photos feature DC Easter eggs and nod to Tim Drake Robin. Like, why? Why? This feels like it's going to be a walking advertisement for 2 hours. There's no story here. None. In the first picture he released, was this. It looks like he's. Remember Superman 3 when he is drunk in the bar and he split himself in half? That's what he looks like here. He looks depressed. Meanwhile, the city's probably getting blown up or something. And he's just sitting there, put on his boots. Like, what the heck was this? Just like we're really getting to the point where it's tough for me to get excited for these movies now because are they even going to be movies or are they just going to be mini advertisements for 2.5 hours? If I'm watching a Superman movie, I don't need to be seeing Mr. Terrific or Hawk Girl or freaking Maxwell Lord or the Creature Commandos, whoever the frick they are. Just take how much screen time is he gonna have in his own movie? That's the problem that I keep coming to with this. How much screen time is Superman gonna have in his own movie? It was called Superman Legacy or whatever. It was called Superman Legacy or whatever, which I thought was a dumb title, but I just miss the days when you could go to a theater and see a Batman film like The Batman, which was actually about the Batman, not about, hey, let's throw in Superman, hey, let's throw in The Flash, hey, let's throw in Wonder Woman, but still call it The Batman. Yeah, okay. The reason why the Dark Knight trilogy worked with all the extra characters is because it was a crime drama. Dark Knight is a crime drama. That's why you can have Salvatore Maroni and the entire mob and the Joker and Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and still have it work because it's a crime drama. It works that way. This is not going to work with all these extra characters thrown in there so we can set up a stupid new DC, whatever it's called. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure this kid will be fine. I'm sure he'll do fine. He definitely looks the part. He definitely looks the part. I mean, this is a Photoshop picture, but he definitely looks the part, so he'll be fine. I just kind of feel bad for the guy if he's going to be like shoved to the back of his own movie so this guy can build his cinematic universe instead of just telling one complete story and building from there, which is why the MCU worked, at least in the beginning, was because they took their time, established Iron Man, his world, and then they didn't become a cinematic universe till the end of credits when Nick Fury showed up at the end. That's when the MCU started. Didn't start in the middle of the Iron Man film because they were setting up everything, telling Tony Stark's story. You want to set up your DCU? Just tell a Clark Kent story. You don't need the entire DC universe to tell that story. You don't. The only character that should appear as a side character is Batman. That's it. That's it. You know what you do? Like, I'll tell you exactly what you can do. Have Bruce Wayne host a press conference in Metropolis. That way you can establish Clark Kent being a reporter. Maybe he's covering a story for the planet. Bruce Wayne's on stage. Maybe they lock eyes for a minute so they know each other. Bruce walks off stage after, and then maybe he's going in his car to meet Lex Luthor. Bam. It's maybe, 5 minutes? That's how you establish that there's other characters in this universe. You don't need to have, oh, look, it's Hawkgirl flying over the building. Look, it's terrific throwing some spears at somebody. And look, it's Guy Gardner flying around. So I'm like, oh, great. The hell they have to do with Superman? Put them in a Justice League movie. Put Guy Gardner in the Green Lantern show and establish him there. I just talked about why I'm concerned for a Captain America film because they keep throwing all those other characters in there. Just tell a Captain America story, for Christ's sake. Why is it so hard to do? Why is it so hard to do these days? I don't understand. At this point, it's just sad. Mind you, while he's busy throwing creature commanders and those other crap into the Superman movie, there's been no announcement on recasting The Flash or Wonder Woman. You need to establish your core characters. I don't think Batman's even been cast yet. Apparently he's got a movie too. See, where the previous DCU failed was they didn't establish their new Batman properly. It's one of the reasons why I like the Rob Pattinson Batman, because it was about him. It wasn't about, we're going to make a cinematic universe with all that crap. No, tell your damn story. Set in Gotham, tell a story in Gotham. Batman don't give a damn about what happens in Metropolis. He doesn't care. Doesn't care. Unless the Joker, like in the original animated Batman Superman film, unless the Joker is in Metropolis, ain't no reason for him to be there. He doesn't care. So that's my 2 cents on that. I don't need all these characters showing up out of nowhere. Oh, but we need to see that this is a world of heroes. Okay. But can you do that in a JL film? What do you have to do with this? You can mention them in like Daily Planet article or something. I don't need to physically see them. It's always gonna be a mess. Again. I'm not down for it. I'm tired of origin stories. And it is kind of an origin of this DCU, not Superman per se. But it is an origin of the whatever DCU, whatever it's called. A jumbled mess, in my opinion. But hey, I'm just a guy with a microphone on the computer. What do I know, right?